Hi Comic Army, let's talk about a Spec book. Comic Army, it's a comic vet. Today is Wednesday, December 30th, 2020. It's New Comic Book Day. In this particular video, we're going to talk about one special issue that was released today. And that, of course, is The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 55. Just the normal cover. This book has been on my radar for the better part of 3 months, maybe even 4, after seeing the cover previewed and finding out that it's actually the last issue for the arc of Last Remains. Now, I believe there's going to be another L.R. issue that gets released, but this is the final one that will be in The Amazing Spider-Man, written by Mr. Spencer. But let's talk about this particular issue. As you can tell, this cover is just stunning. If this book would have been released a week or 2 weeks ago, it would have been on everyone's, top 10 or top 20 list for covers that would have been released in the year 2020. Patrick Gleason has done some incredible work before, but this issue I really think is going to separate him from a lot of other artists and maybe even put him into a different class altogether. The reason I want to talk about this as a Spec book is because of this cover. This is something that we haven't seen before. And I'm kind of surprised that no one's actually ever done this kind of thing before with the profile done solely in webs. It is incredibly original. Now, why I feel that everyone needs to go out and buy multiple copies of this is because of this cover, and I feel that this cover is going to take off. I see this being a 9.8, a graded 9.8, being somewhere between $100 and $250 US in the very near future, and it's stabilizing somewhere in that margin. The reason being is we all know that this cover is going to sell out today, maybe within the next 48 hours, and Marvel's going to realize how special this cover is, and they're going to start to do it over and over and over again, especially with those characters in the Spider-Verse. I can almost guarantee you in the next 6 months, we're probably going to have a Miles cover that's like this, a Spider-Gwen cover that's like this, maybe even a Spider-Man Noir if he gets a new series like this, maybe even Spider-Ham. We're definitely going to have one for Silk. It's all in the near future. It's all going to be mimicked. It's all going to be, maybe we're even going to have different artists do homages for this cover. And I can almost guarantee we're going to see stuff on the independent market that mimics this cover as well in the next year or two. I can see Todd McFarlane, who's, walks hand in hand with Spider-Man because of what he did with the character, doing something like this for Spawn. But instead of the webbing, maybe we'll have Spawn in chains, have his profile done up in chains, because we all know that Spawn has chains on his suit. And if Todd McFarlane does that, I want a shutout. But anyways, personally, I picked up multiple copies of this cover. I've actually even ordered a virgin variant of this cover, and I've already gone ahead through a third-party site and ordered the 9.8 for $50 US, and once it gets graded, it should be within my hands in the next 60 to 90 days, God willing. Anyways, again, I feel this is a real special thing. I can even see them, if they have to do a second printing of this, maybe instead of the black, we have all red. Or if there's a third printing, maybe that will be all blue. But I really feel that Marvel is going to realize that they're onto something here, and they're going to milk the crap out of it. And we all know that if they do that, then the original one is going to start to go up and stay up in value. So Comic Army, do yourself a favor, pick up 1 or 2 or 3 copies of The Amazing Spider-Man number 55. Patrick Gleason has done something special here. I hope everyone gets in on the ground floor and puts a couple issues away, and let's just wait and see what happens. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, well then, at least you have some copies of The Amazing Spider-Man. There's nothing wrong with that in the end. Anyways, Comic Army, I'll be releasing a video very shortly for New Comic Book Day for the other pickups that I picked up, and I'll see you there. Comic Vet, out.